life is never over, no matter how far you go, whether you go into the spirit world, whether you're mm, experiencing death of the mind, the body, the ego. Life will always keep going, and it will always show you the fruits of the divine in every which way. So Christianity's got to take on what the fruits of the spirit are, the fruits of the divine. Some of them include righteousness, faithfulness, self-control, kindness, peace, love and abundance, and such things like that. So remember that religion is not the only answer to your peace. So when you're in the spirit realm or in your astral dream realm and you're looking for answers of what the truth is, and you need to find your way back home to the self and letting go of the mind that never existed, remember that truth can be found anywhere. Just because something isn't inherently Christian in nature doesn't mean... I've turned off my Wi-Fi, sorry about that, hold on. Um, yeah, hold on. Hold on, the music's off. Uh, yeah, I'm not gonna start again. Let's be genuine about this. Just because something isn't Christian on appearance doesn't mean that you should neglect the answers that the divine has given to you. Which I think is a mistake that a lot of people make, is that they sort of see, like, if it's not something from the Bible, if it's not something from a scripture or something that Jesus said or such, then it's not important at all, which is a complete lie. Because where did Jesus get his knowledge from? He got it from, mostly the Old Testament and the Torah and such, but there's a lot more that he taught which has been misinterpreted as being something completely different to what it actually is, which is the same to everyone in life. Like, when an answer is given to you by the divine and God and that, don't neglect it because it's not specifically a scripture in the Bible. So an answer comes to you in a dream where you're dreaming about people and you see a certain famous person, and you end up waking up and then watching the show that that famous person's in, and then it speaks to you on a deeper level. Like, it gives you some sort of healing, some clarity about your situation. That's just an example, but there's many more. Like, whatever state of conscious you're in, because truthfully it's only ever consciousness that exists. Wherever you are, you'll find answers and you'll find keys. Even just looking around your bedroom or wherever you're watching this video right now, like, see you can see anything. Like, it can be like a Blu-ray DVD case, and you sort of see, like, wow, BoJack Horseman, like, how does that speak to me, like, symbolically? Like, it's a story about overcoming regrets and overcoming your ego nature into accepting who you are and accepting life as it is, and not fighting against life but befriending life and the tale that comes to you. Like, or for example, like, I've just got games and like DVDs around, so like I can see them, like Elix. It's a good game, by the way. It's underrated. Just like adventures, like what does you're seeing, what is showing itself to you in your reality? What is it teaching you? Like, not in the way of like thinking over intellectualizing things with your mind, but how do things speak to you? Like, and again, like, not in a way of like voices or like a mental experience, but on a spiritual level. Like, how do things talk to you? Like, I gave you some examples there, but like, wherever you're looking, like seeing like the certain clouds in the sky, or the color of the sky, or like how much the sun is shining, like, it's all symbolic of something that the divine is showing you to take you out of your mind to try and show you that the mind doesn't exist, and you just come back home to the south. The south is always what is shining forever, but you have to do constant sadhana, I don't know how to say it, sadhana, to your constant meditation practice to realise the self, and once the self is realised, it will never go. We have temporary states of enlightenment sometimes in life where we think, okay, I'm enlightened now, I feel really clear-minded, I feel really joyous in my being, and then it passes, which tells you that it wasn't the true state, because it goes beyond everything that we experience, and everything in our life is always pointing us to that, to liberate us. So even if you're being actively like pinched or hurt, and an extreme version of that, like, what is it that's making you feel like this is bad? What is it that you're intellectualizing that's making you see and experience a certain way? Eventually we overcome everything, but it takes its time. It has to evolve naturally. Everything happens naturally, like with the cause and effect, the destiny, the karma, the samsara, like all these dreams and maya and all this illusion. Like, just because I'm saying like look at something and see what it's teaching you doesn't mean that it's a permanent thing. Like you should just experience life clearly, and like not be so damned or critiqued or overstimulated by wisdom that you think is the only truth. Like a sage, as my guru Guruji Josiah Bhagavan Josiah says, don't hold an idea of what you think a sage looks like, because you could have a sage that looks stereotypically like a sage, like a sadhu, like long hair, like covered in white paint, Indian, and wearing the dresses and that make him appear like a guru, or you just get someone like BoJack Horseman, like a horse in a suit. But it's like how something is taking you home. Anyone that takes you home, you eventually have to bring to satsang and dance and celebrate with. So, in different cultures, other than stuff that I'm talking about to do with consciousness and enlightenment and God and stuff, different cultures like shamanism and like mysticism, like there's more of an emphasis on like what is this life, like what does a bird symbolize, what does a scorpion symbolize, like what do the animals mean to us, like what do these symbols in life show us, and how are they healing us? And when, because healing really means like anything that's killing the ego, anything that's purging and purifying your consciousness, so you're not so wrapped up in thoughts that you appear real. But the only way that you're going to get rid of this mind is realizing there was never no mind, but it was all consciousness, it was all your observation of an experience. So what is life showing you? So like we got Earl Sweatshirt CD there. What do these things mean to you, like? And then in that you realize your own soul, because you realize like the soul is that individual experience that you're experiencing, but eventually it takes you home to the south and the spirit. By learning about your soul, it gets rid of the heart, gets rid of the mind stuff, and takes you deeper into your heart and spirit. So that's what it's all about, is realizing the self and realizing nothing is actually separate to us, because your eyes are there and you see stuff that's out there, but it's your cognition that's making it seem like it's out there. Like a telescope is a lens that's making it seem like it's out there, but it's your cognition, it's yourself that's seeing it. it's your vision that's seeing things, it's not the eyes necessarily. So I can't really explain that properly, but that's something from Siddharmeshwar Maharaj talks about. So um, yeah, don't stay focused on one thing. And when I say about specifically Christianity, like thinking that, oh, that's not in the Bible, that's in the Bible, it should be this, that. Jesus is said in the Bible to be the truth, the way, and the life, which is true because he's the truth. God, because God is the only truth. The way back to God is God, but your appearance and your experience and you're symbolizing him and learning about it individually in your soul in your own individual way. The truth, the way, and the life. The life that is everything, and the experience of life and suffering along the cross and the illusion of death and sin and stuff like that, as Buddha taught about. So this is a bit of a rambly, like all over the place type of video, but if it helps, like, subscribe and comment. Some love and peace and some bliss. Bless you.